and all around it is a coliseum, dripping with a voracious appetite. I said,
What's cracking out there, baby girl? What's going on?
Well, you
That's what I'm
know.
talking about.
You know.
It's a jungle.
Whose soul
up,
are
man?
they tormenting now?
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, they're tormenting my soul. Don't you know? Yeah, that's a bad jam, man. So what's going on out there in True Seeker Land? Big TSOA in the house. What's up, folks? How you guys doing out there tonight, man? Wednesday night. We're just hanging out after this election yesterday. And, you know, we're just chilling, watching this news and catching up on what propositions passed and what didn't in California. What's up, baby girl? How you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I feel a lot better than I felt in a long time, and I'm not quite sure why.
Oh, that's right. I know. Yeah, well, you know, I'm still here doing the same old thing myself. I feel the same. I mean, hey, you know, that's a big win for old Trump, man. But for me, it shows a lot. Shows a lot of the folks that even though they bogusly convicted him on 8 felonies, that the folks in the United States don't trust the justice system being real justice, you know? I mean, how could you? How could you, man? They politicize it, use it against your rival in opposition. I mean...
And after all we've said about district attorneys, do you really think you want one running your country?
No. Especially one that goes around bragging she can destroy your fucking day with the power. You know?
Strike of a pen, yep. Yeah. With a strike of my pen, I can take your day away. It's like, wow.
Actually, 2 days, 48 hours, and destroy your whole life and the community and your whole life, period. You lose your job, your family, your wife, whatever.
Yeah.
You got to pay for an attorney, all that.
Well, they got Tim's in the house. He says, hey, and he's also said that was well said.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
The law is a tool for the powerful. They use it like a sword.
That's right. What's up, Tim? I send mine to you, bro. Hey, yo no sabía que sabes hablar español, pero eso, mi amigo, me gusta eso, you know? Así que tú y yo podemos text each other en español de vez en cuando. Eso me ayuda un poco, you know? Y saludos a todos quien habla español allá en el mundo de the free world, you know?
The free world.
But yeah, get on, man.
He
We're
says,
just chilling, hanging out, man.
he says, me gusta también, debemos practicar más.
Sí, señor. Sí, estoy de acuerdo contigo. I agree with him. That's right.
I know.
That's right. But you know, we're just hanging out, kicking it, taking it one step at a time, right, babe?
That's right.
Fucking, we do got a few topics tonight, but I'll wait.
We were
get more folks in the house.
We were warned to just go with the flow and stay even keel, stay in the boat. And I suggest everyone do that too. It's not time to jump ship. Absolutely not. Just stay on whatever course you're on, and you'll be fine. There's people freaking out all over right now, and it's like
I don't get it.
I feel sorry for them. They're so unhinged. That's the word of the day.
Yeah.
Unhinged. Hell, that's the word of the week.
Yeah. I don't get it, man. I mean, like, you're alive, you're free. So, what more? I mean, really, like, don't take that for granted, please. You know, it's like, a lot of people don't realize what you got until it's gone. That's a true statement right there.
Yep.
Don't realize what you got until it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
And the freedom, being free and being able to walk down the street, take your dog for a walk, or walk down the street and buy you a soda pop at the store or whatever, that is priceless. Something so little in life is so huge. When it's gone, you realize it's like, oh, man.
Yep.
But, yeah, man, we do have some topics, baby girl, I was going to holler at the folks about, but we'll wait until we get some more, we'll wait until we get the numbers up in here. Fucking, you guys know we've been fighting for this fucking damn air in this damn thing, man. It's still hot as hell in these cells. They continue to fucking use this air as a tool. They continue to use air, the AC and the heater as a tool, you know? The other day they checked it was 78 degrees in these cells, and the fucking AC or whatever, the thermostat was set at 71. It's like, God damn, man, you can't do nothing without breaking a sweat.
There's no air circulation either, right? I mean, it's not just the heat, but it's still heat. There's no air moving. You're in a box. There's not a window you can pop open. There's not a door you can, like, fluff the air or whatever. I kind of think that, well, the big news around there is Lynch left.
Yeah.
Lynch is no longer in the
Lynch
house.
Retired 2 weeks. Lynch retired 2 weeks ago is the word on the streets in this fucking place.
And then that how long that he's been fucking with you too?
Yeah, and a guy named Jason Schultz took over. I don't know nothing about him, but hopefully, he ain't a dick, but, I mean, I ain't never really met a warden that wasn't, so.
Given this current air situation, I'd say he's already starting to let us know he's in the house.
Yeah, you did it right there, yeah. But, I got it at the cops a few times, and they know it. Like, they came in my cell, shut the door, they couldn't even last 3 minutes in my cell.
No.
They had to get out of there. Yeah. Yesterday
when
I was in the shower.
Too hot for them for 3 minutes, and so okay, so
yeah.
So what the hell?
Oh. Yeah, he goes. Yeah, the cop comes out the cell and he goes, God damn, it's stuffy in there, man. I can't. He goes, wow. So I told him, well, you guys got to get that fixed, dude.
And what about them hallways? Man. Them hallways that you told me about.
Yeah. So the hallway, the central hallway here is nice and airy, and they got 2 doors, and they can open up the doors, and air flows in and out. And so imagine a spider with 8 legs, right? 4 on one side, 4 on the other. And right down the center is a hallway.
I meant the air.
Kind of how it's set up here.
I just meant the condition of the air. I wasn't expecting you to go into full description.
Your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I wasn't expecting you to go into full description of the hallway. Just the condition of the air being like cool and comfortable while your box is all stuffy and hot. How is that? It's like one system. How are they doing that? Why are they doing that?
Well, well, wait a minute, man.
Mm-hmm.
They got doors in the hallway that they open up when it's nice and windy, and they got these big fans out there. Then, around the corner, when you go up front where the offices are, it's freezing cold. So from what I've seen before, and a few of these insiders have said to us, is that they'll shut off certain air ducts. They'll shut certain air ducts to channel the air forward up to the offices, and leave us hanging. And that's what they're doing. Because I went up there yesterday for my legal call, and it was freezing cold in them offices. Freezing cold. And yet that's the air we should be getting.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
We should be getting some of that shit.
Well, it makes no sense that they're shutting these. I mean, it's obviously an HVAC duct system that they can open and close certain vents to. And they're probably automated. They're on switches because that's like a big old institution. So they're clearly messing with this stuff. But, we spent a couple of years, and you'll see back on our videos that we've addressed this plenty. And it's like, because it's winter, they decided to turn up the heat. Okay, there was a comfortable 71 all the time. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's hot or cold outside if you maintain that temperature. It shouldn't have to be adjusted, shouldn't have to be screwed with. Those systems are built so like the heat or the cold will come on depending on whatever it is you need to get it regulated to that temperature. So why are they screwing with it?
71.
So why are they screwing
71
with it?
Because they're being pieces of shit about it. And once again they're using their same tactics. It should never be over 71 or 72 within a box. Without any natural airflow whatsoever. No air, no windows, no nothing. And
so they're basically using it as an implement of torture. The very air you breathe is an implement of torture.
And like I said, man, the cop couldn't even last 3 minutes in my cell with the fucking door closed. When I went to the shower, he said it was so fucking stuffy, he had to get out of there. He started to panic. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, I ain't trying to be up in that cell like that. That shit had me tripping. And I go, well, imagine living in that fucking thing, dude, Now, fix that shit. But, hopefully they'll fucking put a work order in and we'll get it right. I don't know. We might have to send another letter maybe the next day or two.
It shouldn't even be an issue.
Fucking light them up.
Outlaw says, hello, truth seekers of America. You're not late, you're just in time, but be sure to catch our intro song today. I think you'll like it.
What's up, Outlaw? I said, my bro, man, saludos a ti, amigo. You got tu familia?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
I hope everything's well over there, man, for you guys and you and yours. And TSOA, my friend. Let me call back.
Yeah, you know how they do it. Every time you get comfortable in the conversation, you gotta stop everything, let Globalina check in, or something. Oh my goodness. So this is gonna be a good one today. We got a lot of juicy stuff. Come on. Speak. Okay. Globalina's playing games. She wants to be sassy. She wants to be difficult. Oh my goodness. Hope you're doing well, Outlaw. Hope you're good, Tim and Sonny. Hopefully this will go through. Yep. By the way, I turned down Globalina because she's really loud. I keep her down all the time. All right, we're
I'm
back.
back.
We're back.
I'm back, baby. Yep. So, well, let me get off into some of this stuff here, man. As y'all know, I got court next Tuesday, right? And I'm hearing there's supposed to be a few reporters in the audience, and maybe someone from Washington. So we'll see what happens, man. I don't know what the judge is going to do. Don't know what she's got plans on doing. But I think my attorney feels that she's going to demand some type of evidence, some type of something from the prosecution to show that they're trying to get us to the Fed. I don't know. I don't care about it. I want to vacate, point blank. I want my trial, and then we'll go from there. They bamboozled me. They bamboozled my attorney, and I mean, straight up. So, yeah, I'm definitely pushing for my trial, and I don't care about none of their attenuated hype. I really don't. So we'll see what happens next week, and I'll keep you guys up to date. You know that. Let's see here. Oh, so me and my wife has been checking shit out with some of these advocate groups, right? These advocation groups for prisoners. And a lot of them has been getting at us, at my wife, asking for money. Again, I spoke about this a couple of videos back. And they're getting at us, asking for money and got their hands out and shit, and they're not doing nothing.
And some of them I remember from the hunger strikes, and they were a lot more proactive. Now they're just about collecting money, and like some of them are national programs, so they're not even really concerned with what's going on that level. And if they're on a national level, are they only dealing with the federal prisons? Because there are no laws that are other than federal for protection, like freedom of speech and the Sixth Amendment, Eighth Amendment, that would affect a prisoner in a state prison.
Well, I don't know what they're doing, because I mean, if they were still fighting for us, we would definitely know it.
Right.
And
I've addressed some of them several times and get no response back, except, thank you for your generous donation, which I didn't donate, but I guess because I responded at all, they just have an automatic, thanks for the handout. I'm not seeing anything. It's really upsetting because they're exploiting you guys. They're exploiting you just like they're exploiting the animals on the animal rescues that are national. No, they don't work on a national level. They work on a very local level. And that's what we have to do.
Me, myself, I don't dig how they're asking for money and they're not putting nothing forward. They're not showing us nothing. They're not even trying to push the ongoing use of solitary confinement rolling back into CDCR's old ways.
Nope, they've never mentioned nothing about it.
They are, they are going back. They've been doing this to the old ways of confidential use of confidential information, where they don't have to prove none of it. They just say it and that's that. And there's, again, no oversight, no check and balance. And so, I don't know who's doing it. I don't know who's a part of it. But I know this, man. Stop asking for fucking money and not doing shit.
Well, they're doing what all. Listen, they're doing what all these nonprofit collections do. They lose sight of their purpose and they pay themselves, and that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. Is that they're at that level?
Well, they're starting to piss.
Go ahead.
They're starting to piss me off. It's starting to piss me off, and I don't take kindly to that, man. When you exploit me and my co-defendants and my friends and GP prisoners who are being held in solitary confinement for the same bullshit we were being held for, but just under a different guise, not the gang validation, but under confidential information without a way out of the hole. And yet, they're letting all these other motherfuckers come back here for like a nice beef or whatever fucking chicken shit beef and sending them back to the line in 30 days. You know? And so, stop asking for fucking money and not doing nothing. You know, you got your fucking dick in the dirt or your ass in the sand and you ain't doing shit but running your mouth, going around exploiting me and my people and my friends. So stop doing that, man. Stop doing that.
You know, they used to really show a concern. They used to show some active, but it seems like all of them are they're just, they believe the press and they believe that you guys were being weird and stuff and doing stupid shit. You know, maybe
This
one
call
or two
and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
There were hundreds of you in that solitary confinement, and they just completely dropped it. Oh, it's been taken care of. Well, pay attention, listen up, because they undid it. They undid the good change, and now it's back to the old garbage, and you guys are just over there panhandling expensively. Thank you. I'm sorry. I had to get on one. There you go. Have the floor back.
Yeah, well, they are. They're panhandling. They got their fucking hands out. And even if we were to donate $20 to these people, it ain't doing nothing. You people ain't doing shit but going to lunch or buying a Subway sandwich or whatever the fuck you're doing with $20. You're not putting it for the cause, man.
No, what happens is they keep asking for more and more. That's how it works. It's like you just like you'll never go away if you do give them any money. It's like they just want to tap your wallet.
Well, I ain't got nothing to give. They can go to hell because they ain't doing nothing for me and my friends, but fucking exploiting it off of us. And they definitely ain't made no change. They're sitting back with their feet up, talking a good one, because they definitely ain't showing nothing. So, but anyways,
except maybe a little bit of preaching to the choir, but that's less and less.
Yeah, fuck all that.
I haven't even seen that.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about your words. Show me some action. You know, fuck your words. Your words are weak, fucking forced and hyped. Show me some action. So anyway,
that's not all of them. There might be one or two genuine, like that. Those people that were talking to us, they were actually talking to us and wanting to know what's really going on. And they.
Well, when I say I don't mean all of them. I don't mean all of them. The ones that are asking you for money are the ones I'm not too keen on, because they ain't doing shit. So I'll move on. This constant poking a lion in a cage with their programs and their bullshit that they do, it's not a good thing, right? And they do it, they'll take an action, or they'll do something out of the blue, or, they'll go stir a pot on somebody, or they'll go disseminate some rumors on somebody, and then, they're already exposed. We're already hip to what they're doing, but they keep doing it, right? And a couple days ago, we caught them with their hand in the cookie jar again, lying about somebody. And I don't know what their fucking game plan is, or how they think that's beneficial and rehabilitative when they keep doing that dumb shit. And then if somebody reacts, and gets mad, a lion or a bear in a cage can only take so much of that poking until he gets pissed, And when that happens, it's all his fault, And it's an ongoing issue in these fucking places. It really is, and it ain't stopping. That's why we put that short one out there the other day, because they keep doing this dumb shit. It's fucking dumb. We see what they did for 8 years, and they keep doing this same old drag, same old song and dance, man. And sooner or later, it's gonna be like that atomic warhead in fucking Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And then they're gonna come crying about it.
Well, but that's the thing, is that's what they want, and they want you to react so they can go see how bad these guys are, which is it's
Well,
sickening.
some people don't have the restraint and the self-discipline, and it's gonna happen sooner or later. They're gonna get somebody to do it.
Well, and here's the thing, that's what they're offering you for rehabilitation.
Yeah, how the fuck is that rehabilitation, though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's as good as it gets. And it's like, you got a lion in a cage. You gotta go and stand up to that, like that picture, and just go past. That was from a video. That was from a video. The guy passed a safety bar and got up on that chain link fence and was poking his finger at that lion. And that lion took his finger, took it right off, and he's crying like a.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
And that's
he's crying like
the reaction they want.
What?
That's the reaction that those people they're supposed to be your custodial servants and servants of the people, civil servant, to be doing a duty and well overpaid to do it, and yet they're
way
so bored.
Overpaid.
They're so bored and so stupid and so crazy and so downright evil that they're gonna play games with a man in a box who has nothing to lose but his temper.
That's it. That's a fact. I mean, it's just, you would think they would stop, because their gig is up. We see what they're doing. And sooner or later, it's going to be like Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And I mean, it is. That's what they want. It really is. But they're going to be missing a lot more than a finger. I'm pretty sure of that. And they're going to find a young kid or a youngster that doesn't have that self-discipline that's going to react, and it's going to be catastrophic. And then they're going to go crying to the public and the press, and then say, see, they're all animals. Mm-hmm. They're all fucking mean. They're all this, they're all that, man. But, what they're not telling y'all is that they caused it. Mm-hmm. They caused it.
Yep.
So, man, it just don't stop, man. I wanted to touch on that real quick. It's like, goddamn, man, y'all go get a fucking hobby, read a book or something, leave us.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Cut the bullshit, man. Cut the bullshit, cut the fake news, cut your fake ass confidential informant things, and quit the bullshit. Let me call back.
And that's just one of many forms of torture that they mete out. Just one of many. Like the food punishment thing. It's just ridiculous. It makes me sad. I ask Brant every night, what's for dinner? And 5 out of 6 nights, it's not even edible. Like tonight, they brought his tray and I heard him say, it stinks, get it out of here. That's terrible.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
All right, you're back.
All right, man. Yep, I'm back, folks. So, we got any comments or questions?
It's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet. We got a fist bump from Tim K.
Oh, okay. Tim K. We got our little truth seeker realm, our little truth seeker foundation with us, man.
Well,
that's what makes us
wonder.
That's what makes us solid.
Makes me wonder how many people aren't interested in the truth.
Well, I think what I've heard before is facts don't sell a good story.
Right.
And a lot of people don't like hearing the facts, and they want to hear some fucking twisted narrative of them, and I'm not doing that at all. I don't play that shit. But there was this. I was going to tell you guys something. There was a trial I've been watching, right? And it's called the Burn Pit Murder Trial out of Alabama, I believe. And this old lady, she took down her dude who was a genius attorney. Well, they had a big ranch and shit, and they found him in this burn pit all burnt up and shit, and he had a bullet stuck between his ribs. And long story short, the jury was out with nothing but circumstantial evidence. There was no physical evidence leading to her, but just a story and a motive, or a story and a hypothetical motive. And the jury was out 16 hours, right? Well, they sent a note to the judge saying we're hung. We can't come up with a fucking, we can't agree on a verdict. Well, he calls them in and he tells them, well, you're going to agree on a verdict because you're not leaving until you do. You're the best people for the job, and that's what you're here for. Go get a verdict. And about 55 minutes later, they came back guilty on all fucking charges on this woman. And that's what I'm saying right there, folks, is wrong with the legal system. When they sent that note, that should have been it. They should not have been forced to go in there and come up with a fucking verdict, man. Unanimous verdict. They had already told him we can't do it. We're stuck. We're hung. And he wasn't caring. So they forced a guilty verdict, is what they did.
Well, they also made a bunch of people compromise their values just to be done.
Right. And they're only, again, this trial was 4 weeks, right? And these people were getting like $7 a day each for 4 weeks, man. So 4 weeks of their life, they're stuck there at court. And, their whole life got put on hold. And so it's just a shame that that's how the system works.
Yeah.
It really is. And that's not justice, man.
Nope.
You just took this lady's life, and she's 65, right? She's an elderly lady. And, they just had some, I guess her kids are the ones saying that they feel she did it, but nobody knew if she did or not. And she's a 120-pound lady, and the husband was 6'6", 330 pounds, and they said she shot him and dragged him 70 yards up a hill, down a hill, into a burn pit, and by herself, with no drag marks, no nothing, and they found her guilty, all because that judge forced the verdict, and that's not cool, just like they were doing on the Karen Reed chick over there in Boston. They were out 25 hours, and finally the judge said, yeah, you're right. It's a hung jury, and she called it a mistrial. And, that's not justice. That's not justice at all, baby girl.
No.
They get forced to go in there and come up with a verdict. And the bad part about it is you got jury bullies. They bully each other.
Uh-huh.
They bully each other, and I mean, you're not even supposed to do that in life.
Well, and you got to remember. You got to remember that the ultimate focus of their resentment for even being there is the
person in charge,
persecuted, right? The person being prosecuted, and so they 9 times out of 10 they're going to have an attitude. I mean, I've only been on a jury once.
They're already looking at the person.
I was an alternate, and I found it kind of fascinating. But I felt it. I felt the people go, "This is stupid. We don't want to be here. Find her guilty." So.
Right. I mean, you're sitting there. You're already looking at the person like a dickhead because he's the one fucking your life up. I mean, these people were in this trial for 4 weeks, baby girl.
That's crazy.
4 fucking weeks is $7 a day. I mean, come on, man. Come on now. That's not fair, man. Huh. That's not cool. Of course they're pissed. And then they come in with this fucking hung jury move, and he says, "No, you're gonna do this, and you're basically done. You're not leaving until you find this, until you come up with it." And that's so fucking foul. It stinks.
Yep.
And that's not justice.
No.
That's a manipulation of justice.
Yep.
You know, I was talking with somebody on the yard, and me and you talked about this before.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
After a jury hears the evidence and the thing is done, closing argument, the judge should take a poll right there. Guilty or not guilty, number 1 jury, yes or no? Yes, no. Number 2 jury, yes or no? They should be independently on their own and not have any type of bully situation going down, but they allow that. Can you imagine they allow that shit to go on? Jury bullying. And that's fucking foul as fuck.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine, and come to find out it was 2 little old ladies and some big old dickhead jury member was like, "If you make me miss another day of work, I'll find your ass." Oh yeah. It turned out that he was fucking threatening the 2 old ladies who found my buddy guilty or found this person guilty. I had a friend of mine that went through this, and it's called jury tampering by jury members. Mm. And turns out that he fucking bullied these 2 old ladies, and they found him guilty. And it came out later that he was bullied. This guy in there was bullying him. And that ain't cool.
Well, it can be a lot more subtle than that, too. I mean, the way people are on the street, you'd be surprised.
Mm-hmm. I know. A lot more subtle. Mm-hmm. But when you only get $7-8 a day, it's like your whole life is on hold, you know?
Right.
That day stinks, man. That stinks right there.
Yeah.
That's not cool. That's not cool at all, man. I don't even know that lady, man. She was rich as fuck, big money. But that's wrong, man. 4 weeks is $7-8 a day for a jury. And 4 weeks to go through that whole thing like that, your whole life is turned upside down.
Well, a lot of the corporates or whatever, like a lot of places, they'll just like, give me that check and we'll give you your day's wages. But not all of them.
Right.
Not all of them. And that would be the decent thing to do.
No.
And see, it's funny because they put it on the employer. It's like illegal to fire somebody because they're on jury duty or whatever. But,
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Our justice system takes advantage of the public in such a horrible way. When you realize that it's those prosecutors who claim they represent us. They don't represent me. I can't stand most of what they're doing. If they would be honest about it and go for some facts and maybe share some of their unlimited wealth on the allowance of an honest defense, but they don't care about justice. They only care about a win. They only care about
I've been saying that
towards
I've been saying that day one.
Spot.
I've been saying that since day one. I've been saying that since day one. Even when I went through my case, man. That's all they care about. That's all that fucking chick Kelly Mulcahy cared about was a win.
Well, she made it obvious, painfully obvious that justice wasn't her interest.
Well, I'm gonna be filing a 775 motion to reopen my case. You can bet that.
Yeah.
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 Mhm. You bet that, man.
Mhm.
So that's it, man. We got any questions? Y'all got questions, comments? Shoot.
Anybody in there got something to say?
I heard something the other day. That one of the Menendez brothers got in trouble down there. I don't know how true it is, right? But I heard one of them got in trouble with fucking something he wasn't supposed to have. And that's the truth right there. That's a 7-year denial for parole. Off the top. Off the top. Well, that's how it is for us GP, right?
Right.
Well, when we get busted with whatever, that's a 7-year denial off the top. I heard that he shot himself in the foot, through the grapevine. I heard this. I don't know how true or what, but, you know how the grapevine is, baby girl. Sometimes it's true, sometimes it ain't so true.
Right.
But I know this. If I had action like that, and getting my shit overturned and going home as soon as they overturn it, man, you ain't hearing a peep out of old scoop of rolling, boy. I'm gonna turtle up in my turtle shell, man. You ain't gonna hear me. You ain't gonna see me until it's time to walk out that gate. Baby.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna jaywalk in prison. I ain't gonna jaywalk in prison, baby girl. That's funny. But yeah, I don't know. Them parole boards are tricky fucking people too, but they do SGP a lot different than they do them SNY motherfuckers. And it's kind of shitty, if you ask me. It's kind of shitty. But yeah, man. So how you all feel about old Trump's win? Or maybe is that a loaded question I shouldn't even be asking?
No,
I don't know.
I'm just glad I'm just glad we don't have a district attorney for a fucking president. I don't think I would have.
I know, especially a cricket one, a cricket one at that. But I tell you this, folks. Say what you will. I don't have a horse in that race, right? I'm a prisoner. But Trump had 8 felony convictions out of that case that he was convicted in New York. This vote for him to go back into office tells me, and it should tell everybody, that you folks out there have no faith in them convictions or the justice system that put them convictions on him. And if they can convict him of 8 felonies, they can convict anybody. You just ex-president. This is the president of the United States that they did that to, right? So, and they just politicized the justice system is what they did right there, man. And, whether you like him, whether you hate him, either side, I don't really care. But the bottom line is, when you use the justice system against an opposition just because he's the opposite party, that is some dirty shit right there. I mean, dirty. And by everybody that voted,
you have 60 seconds remaining.
He got back in the office. That just shows they don't have any fucking faith in the justice system.
All right.
How can you?
All right.
How can you? Let me call back.
Well, it seems to me like the landscape might be changing a little bit. Maybe. It's going to get different. It's going to get different. Come on.
California State Prison for Purge, California. This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded. You have a prepaid call. Thank you for using Global Link.
All right.
Right.
Hey, the chat says that Gascon lost in L.A.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Gascon was out of office, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy schmoly. Well, he did make the recommendation, because I seen it on court TV for the resentencing of them two Menendez brothers. But I'm kind of wondering how that's going to work out now.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Well, thank you for telling me that. I didn't know that right there. I know that Proposition 36 passed to get them guys who do that retail theft. You know, that major
Smash and grab.
They do those smash and grab a bunch of people at once. So I know that passed. But that's a trip. Old Gascon got iced out, huh? Well, hey man,
he's the reason why the smash and grab was happening, because they had gone so easy on these types of crimes. And it basically hurt the merchants the worst. Makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean they were doing it to a lot of small businesses too, right?
Yeah.
And they're doing it and getting them for like $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 worth of merchandise, and look, I mean, goddamn, man, that's that's not cool. No, that's not cool, man.
Not at all.
Back in my days, when you steal something, you steal a candy bar, put it in your pocket, right? My mom wore my ass out. She fucking see me in the backseat of the car eating a candy bar, and she knew I didn't buy that candy bar because she didn't buy it. I got home and I got my motherfucking ass wore out. And I was like, okay, well, I won't be doing that no more, especially while I'm living under my mom's roof. And she whipped my motherfucking ass. And, but nowadays, them kids that were doing that shit, not even kids, they were grown-ass people doing that.
Yeah, they weren't little
smashing
kids.
grabs?
Nope. Yep, they were.
No.
They were drinking age, for lack of better terms.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They were. That's some foul shit, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyways, man, I'm just glad that the people that did vote for Trump, I look at it like it was a vote against the justice system. Like, fuck your justice system. So that gives me hope. Folks, when I come home, I'm running for president. Hey, Trump got more felonies than I got, folks, so I'm running for president, goddammit. I might make the way out. Y'all vote for me, I know it, man. Oh, that's funny.
Too funny.
That's funny. I had to say it. No, hey, but a couple years ago, right, I told my lawyers that when our RICO case came up, it was underneath the first administration of Trump. And how it went was Jeff Sessions came out to California after Trump went in office. And it was about 2 or 3 months after my case in Salinas. And he had heard about my case and another case. And he told the prosecutor out here, whose name was McGregor Scott, these are probably death penalty cases right there. Well, when he made that comment, McGregor Scott, Jason Hitt, and these other DAs, they start gathering this and putting the RICO case together or whatever. Well, lo and behold, Trump left office. But before he left office, they filed on this and did all this crap, and then he left office. And the DA that that had our case, he kept delaying and slowly coming out with the discovery and the evidence. And I don't know, but something told me that this dude is trying to drag this case out for some reason. Well, I'm like, there's only one reason he's trying to do this. He's trying to wait and see if Trump gets back in the office. And I told my lawyers and my co-defendants, this is 2.5 years ago, I told him, guys, we have got to press this motherfucking DA for this death penalty decision right now. And, we got to, this is bullshit. We're 2.5, 3 years into the case, and this guy ain't even decided DP or no DP. And I knew what he wanted to do was wait, and get Trump back in the office and file on a DP. Because, Biden wasn't going to do it. He had already vowed not to kill nobody on a DP. So, I definitely fucking put that out there 2.5, 3 years ago that we needed to get this done. Well, lo and behold, finally when we file motions and get the judge to sweat the DA about this DP decision, it finally gets taken off the table because they know Biden administration wasn't going to do it. And look what happens, folks. Donald Trump's back in office now. So, I said this back then, man, he's going to win this fucking election. But I just, it was something that told me in the back of my head that's what this prosecutor was doing. He kept delaying shit, man. And usually on the death penalty, it's 2 years for the death penalty decision or a year and a half.
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
On a federal level or whatever, but man, our shit took 4 years, 3.5 years. And it was like, what the hell, man? But that was why they did that. He was trying to wait and get Biden out of office and get Trump back in office, and then go after it, I think. But 2.5, 3 years ago, baby girl, I told my co-defendants all this, and my own attorneys. They know what I told them my view was. They know. And that's a trip that we all came close, because it's like, that's what that fucking dude's game plan was. I knew it.
Huh.
I knew it. Yep. I knew it. But lo and behold, he didn't get no death penalty on me.
Thank God.
I know, thank God, man. Thank God. The motherfucker can't even uphold his own fucking deal, So hopefully on Tuesday, the judge does something right and overturns my fucking conviction. Overturns and vacates my deal. Because he violated my motherfucking deal, man. He violated my deal. And it shouldn't be chalked up as a harmless error, right? It shouldn't. This is not a harmless error at all.
No.
The harmless error rule don't apply to none of this right here,
No.
So it was an illusionary promise, and I truly don't believe that they ever meant to effectuate this deal. Mm-hmm. I truly don't believe it.
Or that they had a contract with the feds. I don't think they had that set up either.
Right. With the BOP, though. Right? The BOP part.
Right.
Yeah.
The BOP,
yeah.
right.
Yeah. Now, I don't believe they ever had that in their pocket. Even though that dude sat in the courtroom and he said this, man, that the way they wrote that habeas corpus said that it's in order throughout service of sentence in this case. Service of sentence. Throughout the whole service of sentence. And he said to ensure and make sure the right outcome is achieved by getting us to the feds, right? I don't believe that dude ever had the BOP on board with what he was doing. I do not believe it whatsoever. I don't believe it. So he's been selling this fake ass bullshit to me and my lawyers and everybody else for a long time, man. And again, this ain't no harmless error. This is not, when the government breaches a plea agreement like that,
no,
the harmless error rule does not apply.
It was a manipulation, which is beyond
right,
an error.
It
was a manipulation to get you and your attorneys off the arena.
Yep, out of the arena. You damn right it was. Because I was a thorn in their side, boy.
They didn't want your attorneys there either. It would have gotten brutal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have gotten really brutal. It would have. It really would have. So, with that, what's up? What's up, Outlaw? What's going on with you, bro? How you guys doing out there in TSOA land? What's cracking, Tim, everybody? You guys watched the election last night? What you think of it, folks? You got any questions? Shoot it, man. Shoot it. But yeah, hey, baby girl, I don't know. We'll see what happens on Tuesday. I'm hoping for the best, But you know how it goes.
Yeah.
I know there's going to be some reporters there.
Yeah.
And a few people, maybe from Washington. So we'll see.
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah. That's what I heard. It's a pretty big deal.
It's a pretty
big deal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because, look, they wasted a lot of money, right? They did. And even my attorney put it in his motion that the government's racketeering prosecution against the alleged members has entailed significant time and government expense for no real purpose, since the primary defendants, including Mr. Daniel, are already serving life sentences or near-life California state prison sentences. And so they didn't do nothing.
Except waste a lot of money.
Nothing.
A lot of taxpayers'
money.
Man. In the name of we the people.
And they could have took that money. Right. They could have took all that money and looked out for the older folks in California, or looked out for the homeless folks, or the kids that need backpacks or something,
Right.
Why not them, man? Right?
Yeah.
Or the old lady that needs a surgery or whatever, man. It's like, come on, dude. You just don't waste all that damn money for
It went
nothing.
all into the system of the courts. It went to pay all those people and keep that whole machine greased and oiled. And we're talking, would you say tens of millions? Tens of millions?
Yeah. Tens of millions.
Wow.
Tens of millions. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Oh, I want to say something to advocate,
This call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
Allison, we send our best to you and, all our love and respects and best of hopes to you. Wishes for you and all that stuff, Yep. Thank you for everything, too,
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. You got any questions on there, baby? Comments?
Still pretty quiet. Is you still?
It's quiet out there in TSOA land tonight, huh?
You have 60 seconds remaining.
Well, let me call back and we'll get this one wrapped up here in a minute.
Alrighty. Yep. It's just more of that crazy stuff. They just been really petty and nitpicky lately. Just because they're bored. I don't understand. I don't understand how they get away with it.
An incarcerated individual California State Prisons or Purge, California. This call and/or telephone number will be monitored and recorded. Thank you for using Global Health Inc.
There you are.
Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm back, baby girl. I'm back. But, yeah, so, you know, we'll see what happens Tuesday, and I'll keep y'all on the loop. We'll probably do a video next Wednesday. I know that, this is what, 102 videos we did now, baby girl. I pretty much laid it all out. All the corruption. I don't think there's any corruption I haven't covered. All the little corrupt moves and shit like that.
Yep.
You know, we were listening to one the other day where, you know, they were talking about internal fair investigation.
Uh-huh.
And how IA does it, OIA. Well, the problem with that, folks, is when they do a staff complaint or staff investigation on some misconduct or whatever, all OIA does is gather the information, give it to the warden, right? And the warden is going to cover it up.
Well, he probably already knows.
Right. He's not going to say that his subordinate did wrong because that falls on him for not training his subordinate in the proper manner. But that's the problem.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's going right back to the source.
Right, it's going right back to the fucking source. And he might pull the dude up. Hey, man, you need to tighten up your game. Whatever. And that's it. That's it.
Right.
You know, because it'll make him look like shit if they fucking do something. Yeah, it's on his watch. One of his subordinates. So, but yeah, it's fucking, that's how they do it. That's that kangaroo court, I call it.
No checks or balances whatsoever. It's just a one-sided, independent, masqueraded, tax-supported, money suck, camp for abuse, and making of cuckolds.
Oh, did you see that? You seen that, baby girl, that they failed that forced labor, that proposition?
Prop 6.
They can still.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Prop 6.
Yeah, Prop 6. I guess they can still force prisoners to work.
Yep.
Right, forced labor.
Forced labor.
Well, what kind of shit is that?
Forced. What do they call it? Indentured servitude. So.
Right.
You're working for free, but somebody's making money off of your work. It's not like you're doing the gardening to feed yourselves, which is what it should be. You guys should be growing your own food and building your own supplies. There's no reason why they don't grow food on those prison grounds. I mean, a lot of them are really nice. Like the one where you're at, oh my God. The hills along the there's no reason why that can't be beautifully farmed. They're raising some cattle out there. Who knows where that cattle's going? Because I don't see
bunch of land around here too.
Yep.
And I guess they manicure the lawn and keep it all up and nice, but yet they can't grow no fucking. I'm like, why not have a big old fucking garden or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
Give us some fresh vegetables, man.
Right. And then and learn the skill of survival, which is the most important thing they could be teaching people, is how to take care of yourself without money, basically. Without needing money, which is grow your own food, build your own home, you know, learn how to use money in a manner that's for necessity, not
right.
Because it's the only vehicle that you have. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
A lot of people really believe that money is the only source of their existence. And I get it.
They could do a lot of shit, man. They could do a lot of shit. They could. They just don't want to. They want to keep taking the taxpayer dollars and
Right.
putting it in their pocket. That's what they're doing.
Right, because they're feeding you
That's
guys
what
pure garbage, which is making you all sick, and they're not giving you good medical after they make you sick,
Mm-hmm.
and damage your bodies
Exactly.
by sleeping on concrete. And,
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and their only real responsibility was containment, not all this abuse on top.
yeah, that's it.
And then they're goading you and teasing you and playing with you now, like, oh yeah, this, oh yeah, no, that, literally poking at the lion on the most
That's what they're doing.
petty, low level.
That's a dumbass thing to do if you think about it, right? That's a dumb fucking thing to do, man.
Right.
Like, god damn, folks, that's some dumb shit they want to do right there. It's
and
like,
that's your program.
Well, you ain't got a lick of sense, man.
That's what they're providing you for rehabilitation. Seriously.
Exactly. Ain't got a lick of sense. So, well, we're going to wind this one on down, baby girl, for tonight. Figured we got an hour in now.
We're good.
Hope you guys like the introduction. The intro thing was pretty cool, I think. But you guys got any questions? Kim K. Outlaw, whoever else is listening, we sitting our best. Always. We just wanted to hang out with y'all for a little bit tonight, post-election, and holler at you. We've been dodging the dummies, dummy dodging. I made a new verb called dummy dodging. Fucking, we're hoping we see some action. I'm hoping next Tuesday I get some action. But
this call and your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
I don't hold my breath. I know that much. Right, baby girl?
Right.
You see anything on there before we wind it up?
A little bit. Tim says, thanks for sharing the truth with us. And Sonny says, thanks. Have a good night.
That's right, Tim, Sonny. Thank you, man. Thanks for you guys' time tonight, man. Outlaw, Ken, everybody else. Stowe, I send mine, bro. You and Annette, I hope you guys are well. Always over there in Norway, man.
Outlaw says, always a pleasure. Thank you both. You're very welcome. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're still...
Fuck yeah, Outlaw.
Dude's still waiting to talk to you. He would love to talk to you.
Hell yeah, Outlaw. I'm waiting to collaborate with you, buddy. We got to hook something up, my friend. I think it would be... I think it would definitely shape the YouTube world.
I think it would be cool to talk about how the Groders really still exist on it.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Exactly, man. And, the biggest part of these advocate groups, folks, look, for me, if they're putting in the work, good, right? Cool. Show it. Let me see what you've done. Show my wife. Show you guys. Show the world. Put it online. But when you're just coming around with your hand out, looking for a couple dollars, we ain't got all that type of shit, man. I was lucky to get a package from my baby girl, man, so I ain't got to starve. And, but you come around asking for money and you're exploiting me and my people, my friends and shit off of our hunger strikes and shit we did at Pelican Bay for all prisoners in blue. Like, that covers every race. You prisoner, you're in blue, you're solid, GP, all you people, man. And, but I got a problem with people exploiting us and making money off of us behind our backs and not doing nothing. And the same shit is going on and getting worse. I don't like it. I think it's foul. And I think it plays right into their fucking hands because you're easily divided. You're easily divided by dollar signs.
You know
and
what?
that's not cool.
I contacted several of them and asked them to take a look at or show some interest in what we're doing, and none of them have. All they do is ask for money.
Yeah, or they'll promise we'll look. We'll see.
No,
No,
they don't even do that. They don't even acknowledge that it was sent.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It makes me sick, man. All right, so, look, it is what it is. I'm just exposing it to you guys. Beware of these type of folks, man. You know, beware of them. And you know what? I send right to the Worthy. Worthy, you know who you are, man. And Kid Outlaw, Stowe, Kim K, Sonny, Advocate, everybody. I send my best to you guys, man. And till next time, stay solid and you know, dodge the dummies. Go dummy dodging. See ya.
That's right. Y'all have a good night. Take care. Much love and respects.